guys, so we have a big breaking news coming out. Please share this video. Today is March 21st, 2025, and welcome to the Real GS News channel. Guys, before I start, give this video a big thumbs up, and once again, thank you so much for your support. So we're going to start with this one here. Scientists claim they discover vast city under Egypt's pyramids. Alright, so this is a very important update. We actually talked about this a few days ago, but we have a lot more information here, guys, when it comes to the pyramid in Egypt. We have more breaking news when it comes to nation against nations. Sleeping Giant Navy has taken down ballistic equipment from Yemen towards the Holy Land, intercepted over Saudi Arabia. Now, this equipment was tracked and eliminated before reaching its targets. We're going to get to all this news here, guys. So once again, God bless to every single one of you. Happy Saturday. I'm praying that everyone is having a blessed weekend. And again, make sure you check out the video I posted today. One of them is about a message from Vladimir. I want to show you that really quick. This message is very powerful, and I do believe something big is coming. I believe so 100%. This cease plan is not looking good. Vladimir issues doomsday warning to NATO as the sleeping giant and the bear talk advance. So Vladimir delivered one of his most powerful speeches in recent months, sharply criticizing NATO and European Union, warning that any biblical war against the bear will be catastrophic and met with a lightning-fast and destructive response. His comments, delivered during a nationally televised address, come amid renewed tensions and fragile peace talk. There you go, that's the one. Surrounding the biblical war in Ukraine. He further warned, let it be clear, if any NATO country declares war on the bear, our reaction will be immediate, powerful, and devastating. We possess equipment no one else in the world does. You have no idea what we are capable of. This won't be another crane. This link will be in the comments box if you guys want to check it out. Once again, a doomsday warning. Vlad is sending a very powerful message to NATO. All right, and that's a cease plan. It's not looking great. That ceasefire stuff. And you guys have seen very important infrastructures are getting impacted. All right, so we're going to get to all this news here, guys. Before I start, for those of you that want to send us a letter, it's a prayer request, you can send it to me, Lord Santiago, or my wife, Jessica Santiago. My address is highlighted in yellow. And for those of you that want to help and support the channel, we do have the Cash App link and the PayPal link in the description box. I want to thank every single one of you for your support. Hey, I see that super chat. I see the super chat. I want to thank every single one of you for that. Thank you so much for the super chat. For some reason, I'm getting the notification late. Usually when someone sends like a super chat donation in the comments box, I get it quick. And that's how it's supposed to be. But I'm getting it late. People have sent 2 weeks ago the super chat. Again, thank you so much for that support, guys. Thank you so much. And yeah, YouTube needs to fix that notification for some reason. But again, I see that super chat. Thank you so much for that. Okay, so this here is huge, guys. All right, so it seems like there's something underground of this thing. I do believe that, or they are saying that the elite, the powerful people, they know about some underground city going on there. But I do believe there's a lot. That's a lot to do with the connection of when it comes to Old Testament. All right, Egypt. You guys know Pharaoh and all that, the story of Moses and stuff. I believe a lot of it is connected to it. All right, so just like in the days of Noah. All right, so it says here, ballistic equipment fired from Yemen towards the Holy Land falls short and lands. And man, I know Saudi is really pissed about that. Man, a ballistic launched from Yemen moments ago, apparently targeting the Holy Land, crashed inside Saudi. The Holy Land military tracked the equipment but did not activate sirens, as it posed no immediate warning. Saudi's really pissed, man. You guys really, man. That ballistic almost hit them. All right, so guys, again, we're gonna get to the pyramid, but let me just bring some of this stuff up. The former leader of the bear, Dmitry, called getting closer and closer to reality. If the bear was behind, the situation in London airport, if the bear was behind that event, is that an act of biblical war? An act of the bear gov sabotage, if proven, will be a profound challenge to the Western world's security architecture. So this is why you have Vladimir sending that doomsday message. This is Dmitry, the former leader of the bear. I am looking forward to the bear being blamed for the London event. What are you waiting for, Starmer? Ooh. No, don't say that to Starmer. No. Wow. Jeez. Are you serious? Taking bets? Is Starmer really about to play the bear card on the London situation, just like Dmitry called it? I'm looking forward to the bear being blamed for the London event. What are you waiting for, Starmer? What are you waiting for? Yeah, that would be WWE3 right there, guys. Again, they need to prove that it was the bear. They need to, investigate if it was truly the bear. Update. It's about time that Ukraine will hold a election. All right, so Donald, Mid-East envoy Steve Witkoff has told the American journalist Tucker. Zelensky 5-year term expire. Well, it already expired last year. I can't believe he's still the leader. But again, I don't know how they do their thing out there. But yeah, martial law is what keeps him in the spotlight. All right, so it expired May 2024, after which he refused to hold new election, citing martial law. Here's the thing, guys. This biblical war going on in the Mid-East, and it's been happening for thousands of years. You don't see them leaders extending martial law. Man, Ukraine will hold election. It's about time. Both the sleeping giant and the bear have questioned the legitimacy of Zelensky, whose term expired last year. You got to go. You got to go. How would the sleeping giant like it if Donald declared martial law and continue being the sleeping giant leader? Well, most of the sleeping giant citizens will love that, but the left, they're not gonna like it one bit. You can't be doing that, Donald. You can't be doing that. You're taking advantage. You're taking advantage. All right, let's see what's going on with the pyramid now. This is like the Unsolved Mystery. You know that TV show back in the early 90s? Unsolved Mystery. All right, so in the revelation that has captivated archaeologists, historians, and the public alike, scientists have announced the discovery of what they describe as a vast underground city beneath Egypt's iconic Giza pyramid, or Giza. So this groundbreaking claim, emerging in March of 2025, has ignited excitement about the potential secret hidden beneath one of the world's most famous ancient wonders, though it has also drawn skepticism from some experts. Multiple news outlets have reported on this development, shedding light on the findings and debates they sparked. What if, because I truly apologize about the rooster. You guys know that Moses, he told Pharaoh to release God's people. And God's people been in Egypt more than over 100 years. They were slaved. Now, I'm not saying they built this thing, but someone had to build those pyramids. And that's a lot of work. That's a lot of work. So I don't know, guys. I do believe there's a lot more to it, and it goes way back to the Old Testament. According to a report from the Daily Mail Online, published on March 21st, 2025, researchers from Italy and Scotland utilized advanced radar pulse technology to probe beneath the Gaza plateau. Their findings suggest the existing of an expansion subterranean network stretching over 6,500 feet directly underneath the pyramid. All right, so you got the pyramid of Giza, the Khufu, Khafre, and Makur. I truly apologize about some of these names. It was built over 4,500 years ago on the west bank of the Nile. 4,500 years ago. That's accurate, right? Moses' time? Give me a second here. That was Moses' time. According to some scholar, it was not Moses did not free the people 4,000 years ago, but rather around 3,300 years ago, leading the Israelites out of slavery in Egypt in the 13th century BCE. So, give me a second here, guys. I truly apologize about that rooster. In those time, you did have like in those time, you did have like Abraham and Ishmael. That again, we're talking about after like the flood. You have Noah and all them, and the bloodline goes down, down, down to Abraham. And I think after that, the book of Exodus steps in, and that's Moses. So it has to be in the book of Genesis. All right. So during the time of, like I said, during the time of Nimrod, and I did mention that. Give me a second here. Yeah, so it was like again the Babel Tower, and that was in Iraq, if I'm not mistaken. But in those times, you had everybody building stuff. Again, it wasn't only Nimrod, but there was a lot of people building stuff. But that was 4,000 years ago. That was like in that perfect time frame, 4,000 years ago. So that pyramid been around since the time of Nimrod. That was after the flood, after Noah flood, and again when God, you know, flooded the world because of so many lawlessness and chaos and everything. But again, when Noah and the son's wife step out of the ark, they multiply, and again, it started all over again, the reset. And those time, that's when they started, you got Nimrod and all them started building the Babel Tower that tried to reach the heaven, which is almost space, the heaven's element. And so that was like, in our time right now, that was like 4,000 years ago. So that was like almost perfect time frame of these pyramid. According to report, once again, March 20. Okay, so let me skip that. So it was built over 4,500 years ago on the West Bank. Here we go. So that was during the time of like the reset, right after the flood. All right, so right after the flood. Or perhaps, again, I don't want to go conspiracy stuff here. Perhaps that was way before the flood. Way before the flood, everything, again, it possibly had long tower, and after the flood, went down, the water went down, those pyramids just stuck up. But again, that's like conspiracy stuff going on there. But again, it's a mysterious stuff going on here. The pyramids, which is amazing history. A lot of people trying to figure out how in the world that thing was built. The reports, again, just like Peru, Machu Picchu, you got them stone. Who in the world put them stone on top of each other? I mean, those things are massive heavy. There's no way humans could, you could have like 500 humans try to pick that up. It's impossible. The report claims this underground complex could be 10 times larger than the pyramid themselves, a scale that has stunned the archaeological community. Lead researcher, Dr. Maria, quoted in the article, hinted at a connection to ancient Egyptian mythology, suggesting these chambers might correlate with the legendary Halls of Amity, a mystical underworld reference to ancient text. Now, once again, the discovery has been hailed as a potential game changer. Newsweek, in a piece dated March 21st, 2025, emphasized the technology leap that made this find possible, noting that ground-penetrating radar and other non-invasive methods allow scientists to map previously inaccessible areas without disturbing the site. The article quoted an unnamed Egyptian Archaeological official who called it one of the most significant discoveries of the decade, potentially rewriting our understanding of the pyramid complex purpose and scale. A lot of this is being discovered because technology that we have. We have far advanced technology, AI and stuff like that. And about 6 months ago, we have a technology that they found a strange anomaly under the pyramid, like some kind of door opening. So there's been a lot of stuff they've been discovering, and again, we're getting all this new information. However, it says here, not all reactions have been celebratory. The Guardian, in an article published on March 25th, 2025, highlighted concerns from the expert who urged caution. Some archaeologists argued that the term vast city might be an overstatement, suggesting the findings could instead be a series of natural cavities, bureau chambers, or storage spaces misinterpreted by the radar data. So you have this person here, a prominent Egyptian archaeologist, was cited saying we've seen claims like this before. Extraordinary assertion require extraordinary evidence. We are not there yet, he stressed. The need for peer-reviewed studies, our physical exploration to confirm the radar interpretation. Adding to the narrative, BBC News reported on March 21st, 2025, that the discovery has reignited debate about the true purpose of the Giza pyramids. While traditionally viewed as tombs for pharaohs, there you go, we're talking about the times of Moses. This is this goes way before Moses, though. This is like Abraham and so many. I do believe in a time of Abraham, when Abraham and Sarah, I think they went to Egypt, and Abraham tried to sell his wife. I mean, it didn't work out. The king had a dream, and God spoke to the king and say, "You better not touch that woman." So yeah, the king went to Abraham. Man, you're trying to set me up. That's your wife, man. That's your wife. Get out of here. So, very powerful story. I think, yeah, it's in the book of Genesis. Um, but I do believe a lot of this is connected at the very beginning after the flood, or possibly, perhaps, before the flood. Remember, back then, those people were, before the flood, those people were barbarians. They lived for many years. They lived for 500 up to like almost 1,000. I mean, just imagine us living 300 years, 400 years. I mean, Abraham Lincoln would still be here with us if that was the case. George Washington, just imagine that. Elvis Presley just still making rock and roll music. And Albert Einstein still building nuclear. I mean, it would be a chaotic world. Now I understand why the times were cut off. And can't have people living that long. But during the time of Noah, again, people lived for many years. And I guarantee they had certain technology back then. And everything was wiped out. The Bible said everything was completely wiped out. But we're still finding like the beast bones buried, which human called dinosaurs. All right, so it says here, while traditionally viewed as tombs for pharaohs, the possibility of a sprawling underground network has fueled alternative theories. Some speculate it could have been a ceremonial center or even a repository of ancient knowledge. The BBC noted that the Egyptian Gov has approved a limited excavation to verify the findings, with result expected later in 2025. The public fascination with the discovery has surged online, with posts on X reflecting a mix of awe and skepticism. Many users have shared the Daily Mail article, marveling at the idea of a hidden city, while others echo expert concerns about jumping the conclusion, the timing of the announcement, coinciding with renewed global interest in ancient mysteries, has only amplified its reach. Wow. So what do you guys think about this? Like I said, I do believe this go way back in the Old Testament. Uh, Possibly, again, like I said, after the flood. So, but the Bible does not mention about pyramids being built. But the Bible does mention Nimrod building a Babel Tower. I mean, we're talking about big build. I mean, like tall structures that could reach the heavens. And again, we're not talking about the kingdom of heaven. The Bible, again, heaven means looking up. You have the kingdom of heaven, which is where the angels and God sits on the throne. Then Peter speaks about the heavens elements, which is the elements is space, the stars, the sun, the planets, and all that. And then we have the heavens, which is the atmosphere. So they try to build this tall building thing that could reach the heavens. And the reason why, well, again, so that way when the flood comes again, everybody will be at the very top. And that didn't work. God told everyone, you need to scatter. You guys need to go your separate ways. So this is why God has scattered everything. And if you look at the map, you see that it's like a puzzle. We used to be one, but now it's divided. You got 7 continents. You have Asia, you got Antarctica, you have Central America, you have again North America, you have again you got all these continents, different languages now. All right, so again, this is where we are right now, guys. It's all Bible prophecy. Eventually, we're gonna find out. It's gonna be revealed one day, but right now it's just a mystery. But just like in the days of Noah, so shall it be in the coming of the Son of Man. We will see the times of, what took place in the Old Testament. One thing I tell you, my pastor said that God in the Old Testament, God was hardcore in the Old Testament. I mean, he got involved in many things. And again, when people again, people back then, they heard the voice of God is like thunder, and they used to run into caves and stuff in fear. And Moses is like, don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Moses, I mean, we will stay here, Moses. You go talk to God, all right? We will stay here in this cave. Go, 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 Moses. Go, go, go. Okay, we're going to stay here. Moses like, all right, fine. You know, it's God. Boom! Lightning strike. All right, I'll be back, guys. But back then, God was really hardcore. Now we are under a new covenant. We have the gospel. And God is with us and always with us. And God truly loves us, and God wants his children to repent. And we are seeing a lot of things that was left behind. It's a symbol that, history. Sodom and Gomorrah. You could go visit Sodom and Gomorrah today, and a lot of those walls is still feeling a little warm from that fire falling from the heaven, destroying that city. Again, there's a lot of amazing places. You could go out there in Egypt and the Holy Land and other places, even the places that Jesus walked. And amazing, beautiful places that's related to Bible prophecy. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Please share the video. For those of you that want to send us letters or prayer requests, you send it to me, US Santiago, or my wife, Jessica Santiago, at 3432 US Highway 19, number 2, Holiday, Florida, 34691. Once again, guys, $1 a month Patreon. We get you access to our live stream every Monday. We talk about things that we cannot talk about in the platform. Also, I posted videos today. Those links will be in the comments box. Thank you so much for watching. God bless you all. Put faith and trust in Jesus Christ, for he's the only way, the truth, and the life. No one gets to the Father except through Jesus. Thank you so much for watching. Till next time later. Peace.